Dear students, we are starting a new topic related to related mainly to the neurology, but also associated with musculoskeletal conditions. The topic is mental retardation. Nowadays, mental retardation is otherwise known as intellectual disability. So, people with mental retardation usually have multiple problems. They face multiple problems in multiple dimensions. To describe these problems adequately, it is usually necessary to use several diagnoses taken from different parts of the classification. So here basically I have prepared this class based on the WHO classification of International Classification of Diseases. So in that ICD, mental retardation is classified into many constructs or many in a variety or what according to the severity. So the diagnosis is also related. So diagnosis will lead into classification of the mental retardation. Okay, according the classification will be according to the diagnosis. So the diagnosis we will be discussing about that later. So classification here is basically based on diagnosis. It is necessary to record the degree of mental retardation, that means the severity of mental retardation, and the presence of associated physical mental disorders. So mental retardation does not occur alone. Usually it is associated, usually or mostly it is associated with other conditions. That conditions may be physical or mental psychiatric disorders or genetic disorders. To record the degree of psychosocial disability, so when you are talking about diagnosis, the diagnosis will also relate to the degree of psychosocial, psychological and social disability the person is going through, and to note the relevant abnormal psychosocial situations. So disability psychologically, sociologically, and how it is affecting the person in the social and psychological context, that is situations. These factors can be recorded in a systematic and orderly way by using the multi-axial system. The multi-axial system are the axis or sense of statistical divided axis. So this comes into play because of the ICD. The WHO looks upon to a particular condition called as mental retardation under a classification in a multi-axial system. So going to definition, mental retardation is a condition of arrested means stopped, arrested or incomplete development of the mind. Mental retardation is a condition of arrested or incomplete development of the mind, which is especially characterized by impairment of skills, the impairment of skills manifested during the development period. So manifested mostly during the development of the child, the incomplete or arrested development of mind during the normal developmental phase, which will contribute, what will be the manifestation, what will be the effect, what will be the problem, which will contribute to overall level of the lack of intelligence, that is cognitive intelligence have many constructs which are cognitive, language, motor and social abilities. When we call somebody as an intelligent person, it does not mean that in one area if somebody is doing well, that's not enough. The total intelligent quotient will take up all the areas such as cognition may have a lot of abilities, speech abilities and higher mental functions, which also include language, decision making, judgment, problem solving, aptitude, all those things will come. Along with that, ability to motor skills, that ability to play, run, all those also are essential skills, motor skills, sensory skills, and how all of these skills help that person to live among society in a very well known person, to be able to involve in all the social aspects of life. So that is called as the overall level of intelligence. So mental retardation, the person with mental retardation is totally the whole area of intelligence, level of intelligence, which includes cognition, language, motor and social abilities are affected, which period during the developmental period, and that is why it is a arrest or incomplete development of the mind. Retardation can occur with or without any other mental or physical disorder. However, mentally retarded individuals can experience the full range of mental disorders, and the prevalence of the mental disorders is at least 3 to 4 times greater in this population than in general population. So when you compare the population who are mentally retarded and the general population, the problems along with the mental disorder related to other physical disorders or psychotic disorders are high 5 times or 3 to 4 times higher than the general population. So intelligence, we can say that, see, even though in definition is only this part, this is the definition, but here we are trying to understand more about the retardation part, and then we are having the two parts, intelligence and retardation. Why there is retardation? Second is, what is intelligence? Intelligence is not a unitary characteristics. It is not a single characteristics, but is assessed on the basis of large number of different, more or less specific skills. Intelligence is not only understood under the unitary character, but is assessed on the basis of large number of different, more or less specific skills. That's why the professions which needs higher level of intelligence, where they check the intelligent quotient, not one single exam is not enough. We have to check the written expression, the interview, that is a viva, the practical ability and problem solving skills, all those kind of. So to assess a person with all the characters, single characters, if you just go through only single characteristic, that will be showing either the biggest strength or the biggest weakness of a person. So overall understanding of a person's ability, capability is called as assessing the intelligence. According to international classification of disease, the classification is there, lots and lots of number of codes are there. The codes for intellectual disability, mental retardation, they are not putting mental retardation into one code. So they have classified the mental retardation or intellectual disability into various levels. So the codes are given here. If you check, if you type these codes and put ICD codes and put this code, you will get the mild mental retardation of the WHO. So F70 is mild mental retardation, moderate mental retardation, severe mental retardation, profound mental retardation. Basically, we as a physiotherapist will look into only the 4 areas of the 4 degrees of mental retardation. The fifth and the sixth are the other mental retardation and unspecified mental retardation. So here we will try to understand more about the 4 degrees of mental retardation classified. Later on, I will explain about it, and you can also see the slides and try to understand about it. The ICD classification of mental retardation, the first one is a mild mental retardation. Clinical description of a person who is having mild mental retardation. People acquire language with some. So these people cannot understand language. They these children will not learn language easily. They will show some type of delay in learning and understanding language, but most achieve the ability to, they will achieve the ability to speech. They will speak for everyday purpose, and they can have a hold conversation, and to engage in clinical interview, they will be engaging, they can respond, but some kind of lack of good language ability will be there. So how will that affect them? Most of them also achieve full independence in self care. They will have full independence. So that means that self care independence activities of daily living is not affected. And in practical domestic skills, everyday life in the home, whatever the activities needed along with the siblings or the peer group, same age group in the near the home, all friendship, everything will be there. They will be, but they are not good at having a good conversation. They will not be the best the leader of the group or nothing like that, because they cannot talk interesting, means that the way they talk will not attract people. So that is a problem, but otherwise they will be, their rate of development is going to be slower, but they will somehow reach to the, somehow they will be average in the class, they'll somehow reach to, they will pass, and they will education wise also, but they may need special attention. So main difficulties are usually seen in academic school work and many have particular problems in reading and writing. Reading and writing will be a big problem. They will need more time to read, and they, even though they read, they cannot memorize it. And writing ability, even though they have well understood how to write, but again they will forget about the forgetting the alphabets, writing in different wrong ways, difficulty in sentence making. Even though they have learned it for long duration, again they will forget what they have learned. So these kind of people are, these are called as mild mental retardation. However, mildly retarded people can be greatly helped by education designed to develop their skills. So that means that in this group, F70 mild mental retardation classified people who are diagnosed and put into this group, if they are going to a good special educator or special school with the teacher who understands very well about the person's problem and understands the sensory problems and all those things, they can very well perform, they can improve a lot, even they can come to the normal group. So what are the diagnostic guidelines? How do we put them into this group? What are the mainly here we will look for the IQ level. We all know that the normal IQ of the people will between 90 and 115. Those are the ranges. Anything below 70 is not considered as mentally retarded. So these group of people who are belonging, the IQ test, it is done by a clinical psychologist, and they will do IQ test and they will put them in the group of 50 to 69. Means that their IQ score will be, surely they will have a less score than 70. Only those who are below 70 are called as, put as mentally retarded. So here the mild mental retardation is a score between 69 and 50. 50 to 69 is considered as a person indicative of mild mental retardation. Understanding and use of language tend to be delayed. So understanding the use of languages tend to be delayed to a varying degree, and executive speech problems that interfere with the development of independence may persist into an adult life also. They cannot speak in an executive level. They cannot give an oral speech or an executive speech or an they cannot address a public gathering. These kind of problems, even they may have a normal life and they will have successful financially and everything, but still they cannot become an attract, they cannot give an attractive speech, or they cannot have a good conversation, they cannot control a big group with the way they speak and all that difficulty will be persisting even in the adult life also. An organic etiology is identifiably in only a minority. So here, organic etiology means the fundamental problem. You cannot understand that there is no diagnosis of say CT scan or an electroencephalogram, or no such kind of diagnostic investigative report or that shows that there is an organic problem, structural problem, or any kind of any functional problem is there. It is, they cannot be there. So you cannot say that such a particular condition. So those conditions are like autism. So people, already we have studied, students, we have studied the autism spectrum disorder. So you all very well know what is autism and the pervasive disorders, the other developmental disorders. We have gone through most of the disorders also. Epilepsy, last class we took that. So all these conditions are, you know, so here the etiology for why there is mental retardation is not at all understood. But we know that this person's primary diagnosis is autism or epileptic syndrome, conduct disorder, physical disabilities, or other disabilities are there, but we cannot find out the reason for why there is mild mental retardation, and the cause for it cannot be understood. So these people are otherwise called as feeble mindedness, very feeble minded people, very what do you call as very soft people, very emotionally, very vulnerable, mild mental subnormality. So we will call them, we can put them as mild mental. They will also have mild oligophrenia, that is a hepatic problem, and systemic problem. And usually these people are called as stupid people. Most of them will say he's a stupid fellow, like a moron. So that means that I'm just putting this word because WHO is using the word, but we should never call somebody like that. So we'll call them as mild feeble-minded or mild mental subnormality or mild mental retarded or mild intellectual disability. People with mild intellectual disability.